Hello and welcome back to the Human Managed YouTube channel. My name is Deborah and today we'll be talking about the third concept in our seyark.ai series, autonomous agents. So before we get into today's video, I want to quickly recap what we've been talking about in this series because everything in this one builds on the previous ones. In the first video, we talked about invisible work, operational tasks that every organization pays without really knowing it. The manual triage, the data stitching, the decisions being made with incomplete information, while drift forms slowly in the background and failures surface when it's too late to act on them. In our second video, we built the answer to that question, a digital twin, a living memory of your organization, every entity, every relationship, every signal updated in real time. A way to make all of that invisible work visible. But here's the thing, visibility alone doesn't move organizations forward. Seeing a problem is not the same as solving it, and that requires action, and that's what today's video is about. I want to be precise about what we mean when we say agent, because this word gets used loosely, and I think it's worth being clear. So firstly, it is not a chatbot. A chatbot responds when you ask it something. It doesn't do anything unless you prompt it to, and has no memory of what's happening in your organization. It is also not a workflow script. Scripts follow a fixed path. They do what you tell them to do in the order that you say so, and they can't reason beyond the rules that they were given. And this is also not an automation in the traditional sense. Automation executes rules. Useful, yes, but it can't adapt, it can't infer, and it can't handle anything beyond what it was explicitly programmed for. Here at Human Managed, what we are talking about is something completely different. It's what we call operational intelligence, a self-contained unit of intelligence that retrieves information from your organization's memory, reasons about what the information actually means, decides what to do, and then acts on it. Not on request, not on a schedule, in real time. It's the difference between a system that needs you to drive it and one that knows where it needs to. No single agent does everything, and that's by design. What we've built is a system of 4 different agents, each with a different role, and the power is really in how they work together. So the first type is natural interaction, also known as eyark.ai. This is the human-facing side of the intelligence, and is what your people actually talk to. So somebody asks why a process failed, they get a real answer, in plain language without having to dig through logs or wait for manual analysis. It clarifies intent across teams, and it can translate information across systems and languages. The point is that it doesn't just return data, it gives people something they can actually use. The second type is artificial reasoning powered by seyark.ai. This is where the real heavy lifting happens, the work that humans genuinely can't do at scale. It creates signals across every system simultaneously, it detects drift before it becomes a failure, and it infers what the data is actually telling you, and then it decides with confidence what to do and how to act on it. This isn't search, it's reasoning. And the third type of agent is operational. So this is the hands of the operation. If the first 2 types are about knowing, this one is about doing. When a decision has been made, the operational agent acts on it, updating systems, executing flows, enforcing processes. No queue, no waiting for somebody to translate it manually. The gap between knowing something that needs to happen and that something actually happening, it gets closed. The fourth type of agent is strategic. It looks further ahead. It predicts what's coming, simulates scenarios before they unfold, recommends pathways, and keeps decisions aligned with what the organization is actually trying to achieve. The kind of analysis that used to require a team of analysts and a week of preparation all running in the background continuously. Together, these 4 types of agents form a complete system. Invisible work becomes visible intelligence, and visible intelligence becomes autonomous action. So now I want to spend a moment on what this actually means for your team day to day, because the list of what gets eliminated is longer than most people expect when they first think about it. So for instance, manual triage, the time spent figuring out which alert actually matters, is gone. Data stitching, pulling information from 5 different systems just to understand one situation, also gone. Searching through logs to reconstruct what happened after the fact. Reconciling spreadsheets that were never designed to talk to each other. Rewriting the same report in 4 different formats for 4 different stakeholders, all gone. This is the invisible work that your organization has been paying for. Not in one big line item, but thousands of small moments of friction every single day. The agent doesn't reduce that, it eliminates it completely. When you eliminate invisible work and make intelligence operational, the impact compounds in ways that are hard to overstate. And we see it consistently across every sector that we work in. Healthcare teams reducing patient wait times from 4 hours to 24 minutes. Energy operators cutting outage recovery from 60 minutes to 6. Buildings detecting faults in under 2 hours instead of 24. Across the board, what we consistently see is a roughly 10 times improvement in speed, throughput, decision confidence, and operational capacity. And I want to be clear, these aren't projections or best case scenarios. These are outcomes from organizations that have stopped paying the invisible tax. When the work that used to disappear into manual processes starts flowing through an intelligent system instead, this is what's possible. So here's the full picture of where this series is going. In video 1, we named the invisible work. In video 2, we built the foundation, the digital twin, your organization's living memory. And in this video, we've put it into motion. The agents that convert that intelligence into real action. This is what Seyark.ai and eyark.ai make possible together. Not visibility for its own sake, not automation for its own sake, but intelligence that your people can actually act on in real time.